All right. Hello out there in internet land. Welcome back. I'm David. This is American in the Philippines. Yes, I know I'm missing Joy. She is too tired. She needs her nap. It is nap time here in the Philippines, and she needs a nap more than film. That's her story, and she's sticking to it. Hello, my darling. Hello, my grandma. Okay, so today's video I decided to do was stop being scared and just make the move. Find your happy retired life, wherever that is. So I was in America, and yes, I could survive, but I really wasn't thriving or living a great life. I was getting by. As you saw in my cost comparison, I had a car, I had an apartment. I was living okay, but I wasn't going to get ahead. And inflation, the 3 years I've been gone, has gone crazy. So I definitely wouldn't be doing a great life now because inflation's gone nuts. So I came up with some reasons that I was thinking of that could be stopping people from getting out and trying to find their happy retired life, wherever it may be. It might not be the Philippines. It might be Costa Rica, Ecuador, Panama. When I was originally looking at places, International Living has a website online, International Living Magazine. They list a lot of overseas retirement choices for expats where a lot of them are already living. So I looked at a lot of those areas like Ecuador, Panama, etc. But for me, one of the big ones was being able to speak English. But let's run down some of the reasons you might not be moving, might not be living your best life. First one I can think of is family. So I waited until I was an empty nester. My daughter was 26 and out on her own, living her life. And I was at home alone. So I didn't really have a reason. I do miss my mom, my brother, and my daughter. I'm going back in August to visit everybody, catch up, because it's been 3 years. But even when I was in the military, I was bouncing around all over the place. So we really didn't get together a whole lot. There wasn't a whole lot of Thanksgiving get-togethers, Christmas get-togethers. We kind of get busy in America, and you kind of get down to phone calls and video chats and that kind of stuff, which is sad, but it's the way it is. So at least I'm getting back in August, and I'll get to go visit. But if that's something holding you back, I mean, you might have younger kids. You might have somebody that needs extra care or something. I don't know. But don't let that stop you. If you're an empty nester, what are you waiting for? Don't let that be the thing that hinders you. Next up would be money. I can think of people saying, I don't have enough money to retire overseas or leave. I would say that's kind of counterintuitive. Yes, America has the safety net type stuff, food banks and that kind of stuff if you're really down at that level. But America's also got crazy inflation. So the money you think you don't have now is just going to get worse and worse every year that goes by. Where in some other countries, like here in the Philippines, my money goes so much farther than it did in America. As you've seen in our other videos, our budget here is around $1,100 right now. That's not what we have. That's not what I get every month, but that's what we spend every month to live here. So don't let that stop you. If you think I don't have enough money, you'd be surprised around the world. Your US dollar goes farther, or UK pound goes a lot farther, Australian dollar. Next up, you might be concerned with medical. So it's true, America has a very good medical system, although depending on where you're at in America, it could still be lacking. Just before I left Tucson, one of my neighbors in the apartment complex I was living in had a medical emergency. He was paralyzed from the waist down and lived in a wheelchair. He had fallen out of his wheelchair and was trapped underneath of a ledge on his kitchen cabinets. I don't know exactly what happened and how he got there. I just heard him screaming. So I called 911 and asked for help on his behalf. And it was an hour and a half later and they still hadn't come. And I called 911 again to get an update, and they said they just didn't have any ambulances or police available. for a situation they didn't know exactly what it was. I ended up opening his door and talking to him. Thank God his door was open, but I ended up going in and getting him. But when you think about medical being superior in America, it was 3 hours before the first cop car showed up, and I already got him back in his wheelchair because his door was open. So I just went in and helped him. But I was shocked at how long I lived. Literally 2 miles from a hospital, a big hospital, and I was shocked. It took 3 hours, and it was a cop car that showed up first. And I heard him banging on the door when I was back in my apartment. And the guy was just like, my neighbor helped me out. This happened. That's why we called 911, etc. But yes, medical is good in America. Not maybe as good as I thought it was, but it's also good around the world. So I'm with TRICARE medical insurance through my military, and they only authorize certain medical programs. They have to meet a certain standard. And those standards are met here in the Philippines. There's plenty of hospitals and doctors that fall within the coverage of TRICARE. And if I go up to Makati, Manila area, there's really nice hospitals. I've had an angiogram done here where they stuck the tube up my leg and checked my heart, made sure all the vessels were clear of blockages. So if you're worried about medical, I wouldn't worry as much as you think. You might be surprised by the medical advancements around the world. Next up, cultural differences. This one, I know people can kind of be fearful of cultural differences. I'm used to the way I live in America. I'm used to the way this is. But to me, it's kind of a neat thing. It's kind of something to explore and adventure. When I get somewhere I've never been, now I had a lot of traveling in the military, so I kind of got used to it. But when I got here, it was fun to learn the way they did things. And it's still interesting to me to find out, oh, you don't do it like this. And it's kind of interesting here in the Philippines, they copy a lot of stuff from America. So they have the same type of Congress set up, their president, everything, the structure is about the same as you remember in America. And when I went to do licensing and I looked at their laws are copied a lot off America too. So it's kind of interesting to me. Now the cultural stuff, it's still kind of fun to learn from Joy exactly what their culture is. But I look at that as more of an adventure and something fun. Next up would be the language. Now this was honestly one for me. So I originally thought about different areas in Southeast Asia, Thailand, Malaysia, different areas. And I kind of landed on the Philippines mainly because English. So I'm old enough now, I don't want to try to learn a second, third language. I know that's kind of a cop-out, but it's honest. I took German in high school, and I barely remember that. I used to be fluent in German in high school. I took all 4 years, and I got pretty good at it. So, but I didn't use it, and I still don't use it. So I know some words, but I'm not fluent at all anymore. But I don't think I could learn another language now. I'm picking up Tagalog words because I'm here, and I think it's a courtesy to learn the language of where you're at. So I'm picking up some words, and I try to use them on a regular basis to keep my proficiency up and learn more words. But don't let language stop you. There's a lot of English-speaking areas. Even Malaysia, I didn't know there's a lot of English speakers in Malaysia. And there's these expat groups in areas. Like if you look at that International Living magazine, Ecuador has a lot of expat groups, areas where there's a lot of expats. So if you're worried about English go to one of those areas where the expats are living, and you'll have other expats to talk to and learn from. Next up, lonely. That kind of goes along with language and culture, I guess. But yeah, you don't want to feel isolated. Some areas not going to let you be isolated anyway, like the Philippines. As soon as you walk out the door, they're going to say, where's your asawa? Where's your girlfriend? Are you married? They're going to talk to you. They're going to say good morning to you. They're going to say, hey, Joe. But it's going to happen around the world. There's all sorts of friendly people out in the world that they're not going to let you be alone if you don't want to be alone. Just get out of the house. And the last one is just scared. I know my first deployment or my first PCS, when the government told me I had to move and I was in the military, I was not, I was scared my first moves because I didn't know anybody where I was going. So mine's a little bit easier. I my first moves, I stayed on a base and I was in a barracks. So I knew I was going to have other Americans in the Air Force that were going to be close by, and I could make friends pretty quick. But it's still all new, and it was scary. But I got more and more used to it as I went. And as I got older and out of the military and retired, now it's just making up your mind to do it and not letting the fear rule your life. So don't let being scared be the thing that keeps you in America or keeps you in your country where you're just surviving, getting by on limited retirement income or Social Security or whatever. Don't let that be the thing that keeps you from having a great life. Now, I'm not saying you can't have a great life in America. I love America. It's my country. But America is trying to price people out. I was having a hard time, and I imagine when I go back in August, I'm going to be shocked by the prices now. I'm not sure if I could afford it anymore back in America. But here, $1,100 a month is a great life for me. And I have my house, and I have a car. I have a nice life. And we put money in the bank, savings, all the time. And that's how I'm going back to America for a visit. That's how I afford to buy a car, etc. Savings. So don't be afraid to look at it. Don't be afraid to make that leap. You can always go back to America. You can always just do a test drive. Go out and try it for a month. Go out and try it for 2 months. Try a different place. Go to Costa Rica. Go to Ecuador. Go to Panama. Come to the Philippines. Get out and try. Don't let these reasons block you from living your best life. So that was my video idea for today. I just wanted to put that out there for you. Hopefully it helps somebody and you make the choice to enjoy your retired life, wherever that may be. I also want to say thank you for watching these videos. We know that this channel doesn't exist without you. And obviously we need you to watch the videos so we exist. If you're not subscribed, please do click that subscribe button. It's free, doesn't cost you a thing. And if you find these videos useful or some good information for you, give us a like, thumbs up. If you are subscribed, click that bell notification. It'll let you know when we're putting out another video, which we try to do every couple of days. So that's another video for us. Hopefully that helps you. Feel free to comment down below. What's your reasons for not retiring? What are you waiting for? What's the thing that's stopping you? I know we've heard from some of our subscribers already talking about planning, saving money. What's the thing that's holding you back? Let us know in the comments down below. But we'll come out with another video in a couple of days, and we really do appreciate you guys. Thanks. Done, hun. I'm done.